Some of you have asked me how it's going with the shift, and also some of you have noticed in some of the clips that I posted of myself playing points that I'm using the Babolat Pure Drive. So I'm going to tell you what's been happening, and for you guys that don't know, last year I decided to switch rackets and I tested a lot of rackets, and these two rackets were the finalist, and I decided to pick the Wilson Shift as my new racket because it improved my forehand more than any other racket that I tried. Now, there are specific forehands that I have trouble with, regardless of the racket. The worst forehand for me is a low ball around the half court. I have a chronic left knee injury and I can't bend. I also naturally have a swing path on my forehand that's more flat, so I have a very hard time turning those balls around. So with any racket that I play, I'm having difficulties. However, I find that that particular ball with the Wilson Shift works better than with any other racket. Now, the confusing thing is that my forehand does work with the Babolat Pure Drive when I'm playing well. I can hit winners with ease. I'm getting a lot of response from this racket and it works well. I decided this year that I was going to play a lot more tennis than I have been in the last 7 years since I started the YouTube channel. And I've been playing with a lot of different opponents. And what's been happening is the following. The serve is the most important shot in my game. I like to get 3 points on my serve, maybe 1 or 2 points per service game, and it's going to help me to hold serve. If my serve is too weak and the other person gets it in play and I have to play from the baseline, I don't like it. Or if I'm missing a lot of first serves and I have to go through my second serve, I hate that, and it's not fun to play tennis like that. So naturally, when I catch a day where my serve is not working at all, I will grab this thing, the Babolat Pure Drive, which is the best serve racket of all time, and I immediately start serving better. I want to have fun when I'm playing tennis, and I'm going to tell you a story from Ivan Ljubicic. I listened to an interview with him, and the interviewer asked him whether he still plays, and Ivan said that he doesn't play at all anymore because it's not fun. He used to play tennis and hit 2 aces per service game, and he can't do that anymore. So for that reason, it's not fun for him to be on the court. Now, I am by no means comparing myself to Ivan Ljubicic. Let's reduce Ivan Ljubicic by 1,000 levels and we get me, but I'm experiencing the same thing. When my serve is not working, I'm not having a lot of fun. And it's for that reason that I've been going back to the Pure Drive just to have more fun out there. In some of the matches, I went as far as returning with the shift and serving with the Pure Drive. And while that might sound like a fantastic idea, it didn't really work out that well. So here's my thought process. Even though I've been having a horrible time on the court, I'm playing some of the worst tennis of my life. And the ironic thing is that I've been practicing more than I have in the last 7 years. I'm working out on the daily. I'm playing tennis every day. I'm getting some setbacks here and there with my knee, but then when the knee starts healing up, I'm ready to play again. So I'm committed to more tennis in 2025. And I stand by my decision in the final play test. And I do think the shift is the best racket for me. My forehand works better. So I'm not giving up on the shift. I'm going to continue to play with it. But I'm just letting you know, if you see me play a match and I'm using the pure drive, you got to understand, I just want to have fun on the court. And the only way I can do that is if I serve well. And yes, it's absolutely in my head, because again, if you saw me serving with the shift and the pure drive, you wouldn't see much of a difference. And by the way, my serve has deteriorated a lot this year. I don't know what's happening to me. I'm thinking back to a story from when I played college tennis. And for you guys that don't know, Mel Purcell, a former tour player, was my coach. But you might not know that Mel's dad, Benny Purcell, was a legendary tennis coach. He won the Ohio Valley Conference Championships at least 10 times. Benny was not only a coach, but he was also a passionate tennis player. And he had a good friend of his that he played against. His name was Farmer. And when they first started playing against each other, Benny was a lot older than Farmer, and the score was 6-0, 6-0, 6-0 for Benny. Now, these guys played every day for decades. And 30 years later, the score flipped, and now Farmer was beating Benny 6-0, 6-0, 6-0. So Father Time in the game of tennis is undefeated. And I don't know why it hit me so suddenly, but for the first time in my life, I feel that I've gotten a lot worse. And it doesn't really matter what racket I play with, the rackets are not helping me that much. So what I plan to do is post some matches. You can follow me along in my journey, and I'm going to try to get my level back from even last summer. Let's see if I'm going to be able to do that, and I'm going to try to do that with the shift. But like I said, maybe I am going to grab that pure drive here and there.
Ci nogi na ovom terenu. Bravo.